Alright, this is John Cola with OKRod.com. Today we have another exciting episode for you. In this episode, I'm going to share with you guys my latest wholesale produce haul from the Los Angeles Wholesale Produce Terminal. And actually, just here in my car. And I'm going to go over with you guys what I bought, why I bought it, and more importantly, hopefully this might influence you on your future produce, fruit, and vegetable purchases in the future. So, here's the thing, guys. I have a whole garden in my backyard where I have all the leafy greens I could eat. In addition, leafy greens don't travel and ship well, so I consequently don't try to buy a lot of leafy greens at the wholesale produce terminal. Sometimes you could get some good deals on other vegetables, like I might get like celery or something sometimes. But pretty much, I just try to find the best deals on fruit, especially right now, and it's March. It's kind of like it's like a midway between fruit seasons. Like citrus is kind of like in season. I don't tend to eat a lot of citrus, kind of jacks up my teeth. You can get, of course, bananas, pineapples, and mangoes and things. And actually, sad thing this time is that there are a lot more irradiated mangoes for sale, and they look really nice too, but I'm definitely not going to be buying those. And actually, my whole haul today is all organic. I encourage you guys to buy all organic whenever you guys can afford it and can find it and can get a sufficient variety of organic produce. I think it's very important that we try to eat as much organic as possible. There's published studies that show the risk of pesticides, and if you're eating lots of fruits and vegetables, and that makes up the majority of your diet, like most raw vegans, you are consuming more pesticides than the average American, because fruits and vegetables have more pesticide contamination than basically any other plant food or food that is grown in the US and around the world, because they're so susceptible. Anyways, let's go ahead and show you guys what I bought and how much it cost. All right, so first up, we got the classic case of bananas, and these are just not any bananas, guys. This is the case of organic exotic bananas, certified organic. Once again, I got organic here. And I personally hate the Cavendish, and I would discourage you guys from eating the Cavendish unless that's all you can find easily. But look at these bananas. These are baby bananas, organic, just like perfect ripeness. They didn't get cold damage. They're going to ripen up perfectly, like within probably a week for sure. And I bought these because I don't normally get organic baby bananas. They're quite rare. The other thing is I want to share a point with you guys. All right, so here it is. This whole case of organic baby bananas, 15 pounds, was 16 bucks. So that's a little over a pound for $1 a pound for organic baby bananas, which is a good deal, right? Don't get me wrong, because normally just buying Cavendish bananas, is the garbage ones, are about $1 a pound, depending on where you live. That being said, for the same $16, would you rather buy these organic baby bananas, going to take about a week to ripen up, or would you rather get these Driscoll strawberries? And I want to show you guys a close-up on these strawberries, guys. Have you seen strawberries that good? I want to go ahead and open one up for you guys. Look at this. Number one, these are small mini packs. I've never seen these before. They're like 8.8 ounces or 250 grams. So this is like, normally they're in a pound or a 2-pound pack. This is an 8-ounce pack. I don't like all the plastic that is used in these packs, but like these are the premium strawberries, guys. Look how deep, rich red they are. I mean, that's insane. Look at the redness. These are probably the deepest, reddest strawberries, ripest I've ever seen. So basically get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So that's basically 6 pounds of strawberries right here. Guess how much 6 pounds of strawberries cost me at the produce terminal this morning, right? There's cheaper strawberries because I could have got 8 pounds for $10, but they're the one pound packs. Organic, Driscoll's of course, but like I decided to buy the ones that are more expensive, right? 6 pounds organic strawberries, super deep, rich red, more nutrition, $8. So here's the question. You could get basically 2 of these, right? You could get all these strawberries, which is basically 12 pounds of strawberries for 16 bucks, or you could get 15 pounds of organic baby bananas for 15 bucks. Which would you choose, right? Well, it's evident what I chose because my trunk is not filled up with case of bananas. My trunk is filled up with 7 cases of these organic strawberries, right? These strawberries are so delicious. Actually, I ate a half pound on the drive over here, actually. So I'm gonna probably be eating a lot of these on the drive home. Of course, I'm gonna share them with friends and family, and some of these will even get freeze-dried. And these are gonna be amazing freeze-dried because freeze-drying just intensifies the flavor. I do encourage you guys, if you're gonna preserve or store your food, to do freeze-drying instead of dehydration. It keeps more flavor, nutrition, and it has an amazing crunchy texture after you're done freeze-drying. Link down below to my video on the best freeze-dryer, which is a Stay Fresh freeze-dryer. Of course, if you don't have your own freeze-dryer, you can pick up some freeze-dried strawberries at Trader Joe's, but they're not the same thing because most freeze-dried fruits are not super grade A, super ripe, optimal, and then freeze-dried. They're just kind of run-of-the-mill, and then you kind of get some strawberries that taste pretty good. But man, when you freeze-dry your own, like Driscoll's high-end, like once again, these are the small packs, guys. I mean, how much would you have to buy one of these things if you could even find them at the grocery store? Right now, strawberries are quite expensive. Even conventional is like $5 for a pound. So really, guys, if you live anywhere in LA or even further away, man, you want to get down to the produce terminal, walk it. I have videos on how to do it, link down below, to get the most nutritionally dense produce for the cheapest price. So yeah, guys, I got lots of these strawberries, tons. All right, next up, we got another case of produce coming out. This is organic premium citrus. And guess what citrus John Kohler bought this week? I mean, they had like oranges, grapefruits, all kinds of different things, mandarins. But John Kohler bought these. These are the blood oranges, guys. Look how deep, rich red these are. Blood oranges are more nutritious than standard oranges because they have anthocyanins. I will also say they're maybe a tad bit less sweet, but that's actually what I prefer. I'm eating for my phytonutrients. This is something unfortunately not talked enough about in the raw foods diet movement. I really want you guys to choose your foods of color. Rich and deep colors have more plant pigments, which are actually health beneficial, health promoting for us. If you're eating nothing but bananas, they're like white. Not to say that bananas are not healthy, because they're quite healthier than most foods Americans are eating. You guys have the selection of like regular oranges or blood oranges at your local grocer, and these are like, you know, 50 cents more or even the same price. Go for the blood oranges. You're gonna get at least like 4 times more nutrition in the blood oranges, okay? So yeah, I've got a case of these. I mean, they're in good shape. They smell really nice. Most of these will probably just like peel off the outer coloring and then get them juiced up. Link down below my video on how I do just that and make a very nutritious orange juice, including a lot of the white pith. You know, if you're raw vegan, hopefully you're eating a whole food diet, but when you peel the orange and eat it, you're eating a fractionated food, in my opinion, because you're removing that white pith. That white pith is actually more antioxidant rich and fiber rich than the fruit flesh itself. So I'd encourage you guys just to peel off the orange coloring, eat the white pith as well as the fruits. Of course, you could all just juice it like I do. Oh yeah, this case of blood oranges was 22 bucks. I mean, I don't know how many pounds this weighs because it was just by like the count, not by the weight, but I'm gonna say like it's like 20 pounds. All right guys, next up, we got 2 cases of these cherry tomatoes here. I'm gonna say these are not like the optimal ripeness, but these are all organic. I mean, these near you may sell for like $2.99 for 1 little carton, the Del Cabo organic brand. And these are just like the sugar plum grapes. They're in like, you know, they're in decent shape. You know, these will be good out of my fridge for at least like 2-3 weeks. You know, whether I blend them up into salad dressings, blend them up into blended salads, whether I want to juice them or just cut them up on salads or soups, they're gonna be great. And once again, these are all organic. So each one of these little cartons, man, was less than 50 cents each. This is why I go to the produce terminal, guys. Prices, you're not gonna get that cheap anywhere. And I know there's inflation in the food system these days, but man, the produce terminal still has the same low prices that I've been getting for like years and years and years. Like, it seems like if you go to the produce terminal, the prices don't really go up, especially if the produce is ripe and it needs to get sold and it needs to get used. All right, guys, this next deal is insane. You better be sitting down. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cases of organic fruitist blueberries, right? 8 cases. Each case, check this out, guys, $1. it pays to know people, man. I go back to the same vendors every time, pretty much, because they know me, I know them. And I'm like looking at these blueberries and I'm like, I mean, some of them are kind of messed up, you know, frankly. He's like, oh, those are not good. And you look at these, how does it look to you guys? How do these blueberries look? Well, yeah, there's like, these ones are nice and good shape. They're nice and firm and hard. But then you got ones that are like this like pinkish color that are bad. And then even more so, you know, you got clumps of these that's got like that funky white mold stuff on it. But that's all right, because as soon as I get home, I go through all these, pick out the bad ones, they go to my compost pile, and then I make new cartons with fresh ones that'll store easily a few weeks in my fridge. Otherwise, I basically just will go ahead and I'll freeze them in my freezer, or I'll end up freeze drying them, and I'll have freeze dried or, you know, frozen organic blueberries. There's 12 of these little cartons in a case, right? Once again, 12 cartons for $1. Each one of these cartons, guys, organic blueberries for 10 cents each. Yes, I'll need to pick through them, and there's a bunch of bad ones in there. But man, this is an amazing steal, guys. I'm literally like, you know, so like I could eat a diet rich in blueberries for super cheap, right? If you guys have watched my videos, live anywhere in SoCal, or even, you know, I drive 4 hours to get here. One of the reasons is to go to the produce terminal to get these deals so I could eat super healthy, healthier than any other raw vegan I know, for the cheapest price, right? You should do it. You need to come to the produce terminal. I've had so many videos that I mean, actually last trip I met some of my viewers or subscribers that watch my videos, and they're like, John, we're here because of you. And I'm like, yeah, so glad you're getting the deals. I mean, you could all, guys, get the deals, increase your fruit and vegetable consumption, whether you're raw vegan or just eating a high fresh fruits and vegetables. Score the amazing deals. You need to do the legwork, man, and walk around. You know, actually the viewers I met last time, they just go to like one guy that they know, but you get the best deals by walking all around and finding, you know, fruit and things that are not in good shape, and then, you know, even offer them lower money and see if you could score a deal like I did, right? Cheapest price ever. Case of blueberries, organic, for $1. All right, guys, last 3 cases I bought at the produce terminal. You know, I got a lot of a few things versus like a lot of different kind of stuff, but this is gonna serve me well because all this produce, I know exactly how I'm gonna use it and make some amazing recipes. Next case up, we got a box of organic zucchinis. These are just the standard organic green zucchinis, and these are actually regeneratively, organically farmed. And so you can see these zucchinis, these are in nice shape. These are nice and firm, not getting soft, they're not pitted. They're in good shape. These will last easily like several weeks in my fridge. You definitely don't want to put zucchinis in a fridge that is too cold, right? Zucchinis are summer crops. Once they're harvested and picked, they don't like to get too cold. They get cold damage. So I'll store this in my fridge that's about around 50 degrees. And actually, you don't want them to get them too humid, right? If it gets too humid, they will rot too. So yeah, case of zucchini, organic, $7. They also had organic yellow squash for a case for $8 from the same company. And once again, this is about 20 pounds, guys, of zucchinis, $7. Like, you can't beat these prices. You go to the store and you get like a pound of zucchini, like organic, for like $2 a pound. I got a whole case. You know, some of this might get freeze dried. I'll spiralize a bunch of this. You know, I may make some videos juicing zucchini, which can be difficult to juice, so I gotta share some special techniques with you guys. All right, last 2 cases up are the same. We got basically 2 cases of the organic bell peppers. Not my favorite that these are coming in individually plastic bags, but each case was $10, and there's basically 12 of these, 2-packs, so that's 24 organic bell peppers for $10. So that's less than $1 a bag, which is less than 50 cents each organic pepper. How these peppers will be used, I will likely be juicing them all. I could juice a whole case, and that'll make enough pepper juice that'll then mix in with carrots to make my famous pepper soup. I went to a Fruit Luck last night, actually at All Lock. It was kind of like a meetup, and for the worldwide meetup here in LA. And I brought some of my pepper soup, and about a handful of people got to try it, and they're just like, wow, John, this is crazy. And they got, so I was like, because I just make what I make, and I don't know how good it tastes or how not good it tastes. I think it tastes good, but everybody loved it. And the base is peppers, right? At the restaurant, people are getting soups, but the base is water, right? buy some peppers, $10 a case, right? Make the base of your juice out of fruits, right? Pepper juice is high in vitamin C. Pepper juice has more vitamin C than even orange juice, guys. Also has an amazing flavor. It's then blended up with different nuts and seeds, herbs and spices. Last night's had actually taco seasoning, as well as like fermented cashew cheese, as well as Keeper Lab 100 trillion probiotics. Anyways, links down below to how to make my pepper juice. I have many videos on how to do it, and every time I make it, it's a tad bit different because it depends on what ingredients I have on hand, and of course what is fresh, ripe, and needs to get harvested from my garden. All right, guys, so I wanted to bring you guys this too, because this is what I'm doing after the video I just filmed. You know, I could take the strawberries back like this in my car, and as I'm running my car, I keep the air conditioning at the lowest possible setting to keep these cold. I got a 4-hour drive back home before these get into my refrigerators back home, and you need to keep these cold, otherwise they will go bad. This is called post-harvest, storage. And if you mess up the post-harvest storage, then you're gonna literally lose a lot of shelf life. So while I could just basically keep these in the cases, the better thing to do is to put them into insulated bags. So these are already cold because they came out of the fridge from the produce terminal. So I basically got these insulated bags that they may use to, deliver pizzas or whatever. I also travel with a plug-in fridge. I can't fit all the berries in my plug-in fridge because it also has all my fresh juices and everything else. So I use these insulated bags, and I'm basically just gonna fill up all the berries in these insulated bags, close the bag, and then keep the bag in my car out of the sun. And once again, blast the AC to keep these bags cold. They're insulated inside. This will ensure that the berries stay at a constant temperature, don't get too hot, and then they basically get cold again, which could definitely screw up their life. The brand of these bags are basically Ice Me, but I have these other larger bags as well. I do like the ones that have the reflective in there, the radiant. I feel that helps a lot more to basically reflect back the cold and keep it enclosed so that the berries once again have the minimal temperature change. This is another one of these little tips that I don't normally include in my videos, but I want you guys to know exactly what I do so you guys could be successful. You can buy these things like on Amazon. I would encourage you guys to get the largest ones possible. All right, guys, as you guys can see, I got this bag full, and this one bag basically held almost 3 cases, except for one that got left out. So guess what? I'm eating this one right after this. And luckily I got a bunch of these bags. I got like 4 of these big bags so I could keep all my berries cold. This is imperative. I mean, I'll always put my most warm sensitive produce, in this case it's berries, sometimes it's greens or whatever, in these bags because they're high value and I definitely don't want them going bad. All right, there we go. We got a nice tote now. Whoa, this is heavy. Of my strawberries. So, that's pretty much it for my produce haul. I'm about to head off to the plant nursery, pick up a bunch of plants so I can continue to grow more food. This is my wild and crazy ride, guys, that I want to share with you guys on, what I get, how I buy it, and so you guys can get the best prices on the highest quality, nutrient-dense fruits and vegetables instead of just going to the store every single week and getting bananas, which to me would be quite boring. Meanwhile, you can think of John Kohler, who's basically eating duo meals. That's when I eat 2 different fruits at a time, I'll eat like blueberries with the strawberries now as my primary kind of fruit meals for the next few weeks because I got a ton of them. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy this episode learning about my produce haul and how I'll be using and eating some of the very produce I get for super cheap, as well as being amazed at the low prices that you could still get in 2025 despite all the inflation happening due to the crazy things going on in the world. So if you enjoyed this episode, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. That'll encourage me to make more haul videos. Also be sure to share this with other people that want to learn how to get the best deals on wholesale produce here in Los Angeles. Make sure you click the subscribe button right down below so you don't miss out on my new and upcoming episodes after coming in 5 to 7 days. You never know where I'll show up, what you'll be learning on my YouTube channel. Make sure you click the little bell so you're notified as many videos come out. And finally, be sure to check out past episodes. Past episodes are a wealth of knowledge. Over 700 episodes at this time on this channel dedicated to you guys all about how to eat more fresh fruits and vegetables and even get them at the lowest price that no other raw vegan on YouTube does. so that you could eat healthy for super cheap like I do. Put links down below to my previous videos I made at the produce terminal so you guys can see how to shop there if you want to go there yourself. It is super easy, super simple, and it's almost like going to a farmer's market, which I also went to several farmers markets on this trip as well. So with that, my name is John Kohler with OKRaw.com. We'll see you next time, and until then, remember, keep eating copious amounts of fresh fruits and vegetables. They're always the best.